Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Copper Dragons here, and I'm going to be playing some more LEGO Marvel Avengers. I decided to pick up right where I left off last video, and for this recording, just so I could get a little bit of stuff done, because I wanted to finish up the remaining levels that I needed to get done here, because I only have 2 left, this video's level included, so yeah. Let's go ahead and just try and see what I can find out here. Wait, I think that this, yep, this is where I need to go. Alright, let's just hop into the plane and just see what I can do out here. Because this is one of the last 2 levels of the entire game. So, yeah.
As you'd expect from someone as understated as Tony Stark, the Avengers Quinjet is quite a bit more advanced than the ones we had back in S.H.I.E.L.D. It's slightly larger to accommodate the entire team, but is still just as fast and maneuverable as the previous model with, hey, this is starting to sound like a commercial. All you need to know is it will get you to Sokovia. Watch out, Ultron. The Avengers are coming your way.
Ultron knows we're coming. Odds are we'll be riding into heavy fire. Our priority is getting the people of Sokovia out. We find out what Ultron's been building. We find Romanoff. And we clear the field.
Natasha! You alright?
I don't suppose you found a key lying around somewhere.
Yeah, I did. Ultron.
You shut me out. You take away my world, I take away yours.
We gotta move.
I adore you. But I need the other guy.
The other guy? I thought she'd never ask.
Let's finish the job.
Huh? I never get a break.
Man, that's kind of awkward for Stan.
Romanoff, do you copy? If you want to reach the
Alright, let's
peak,
collect
you're
these
gonna need
studs
to
over
clear the
here.
way. Rendezvous with the others once you're up there.
You know what? Honestly, I don't remember that whole kissing scene in Age of Ultron. But then again, I haven't watched it in a while.
Okay.
That was honestly kind of embarrassing.
Okay,
But yeah, I haven't watched Age of Ultron in a while, so that's probably the main reason why I don't remember the kiss scene. If there was one, because it could have very well been added, you know, into the game. You know, for some, you know, because there has been a very obvious hinted romance, with, Natasha and Bruce. So yeah. Either way, let's just see what I can do here. Alright. I need to just try and do whatever I need to. There we go. At least it's finally safe now. Alright. You know what? Speaking of Natasha and Bruce's romance, honestly, I feel like the weakest part about that is, you know, giving Hulk kids. Like, genuinely, giving Bruce and Hulk kids in general. Like, I feel like that was the weakest part, because that completely undermined Natasha as a character. You know, because one of their main bonding points was the fact that they couldn't have kids. You know? So giving Hulk a kid completely undermines that, in my opinion. You know, like, it completely just mocks whatever they have. You know? Again, that just feels like, oh, hey, you know this one pivotal bonding moment that was for Bruce? Oh, yeah, that doesn't matter now, because, you know, we're completely taking that away. And, you know, just giving him a kid regardless, even though that was a very obvious bonding point, for Bruce's character. All right. But yeah, that easily has to be the worst story alteration in. Like, I know that Hulk does have kids in the comics, but if you were gonna keep that plot line in for the MCU, genuinely, why have a romance between Natasha, or like even a bonding moment that heavy for both Natasha and Bruce? You know, like, it just comes off heavy-handed and, you know, kind of weak in my opinion. It just makes you feel like you're inconsiderate, and all this other stuff. It just makes you feel like it was just so insulting to me. Like honestly, that just feels so insulting. Like, if I was the characters, I would feel so insulted by that. That their friend, who, like, they're two friends who bonded over not being able to have kids.
If it drops,
Suddenly, one of them appears with a kid. Honestly, I hope in the MCU, Scar just gets retconned. I hope he does. Like, I genuinely do. Because otherwise, it would just completely nullify a major character arc. You know?
Hey, look at me. It's your fault. It's everyone's fault. Who cares? But I'm going back out there because it's my job. Staying here, you're good. But if you step out that door, you are an Avenger.
What is it with this game and chickens?
Martin, you're needed over at the drill site.
Alright, let's just see what I can do here. Honestly, I think that was kind of cool of Wanda, you know, to help out there, like she did. That was honestly kind of cool of her. But yeah, let's just see what I can do, regardless of what happens next. Oh. Yeah, that was completely pointless, because, yeah, it was just something for a mini-kit. Either way, let's just see what I can do. Hopefully I don't encounter any bugs or glitches. Because I think that at this point, Wanda and Pietro were still considered as mutant characters. And you know my whole stance on mutant characters in LEGO games. Considering, well, they caused so many bugs and glitches for me. Like, their levels in specific. Like, don't get me wrong, I have always wanted to play as Wanda and Pietro. Like, oh my god, I hope I'm not butchering Pietro's name. Because honestly, I don't even know a single ounce of Russian. Heck, I can barely even speak my own language. Being English, I can barely even speak that. So yeah, honestly, I just hope I'm not screwing that up. Like the pronunciation on the name. Please tell me I'm not, because honestly, that would make me look horrible. Alright. I don't know where to go. I know it has to do something with that bounce pad car or whatever. But I don't know what to do with it. Wait. Here we go. Here's some glass that I can shatter. I almost forgot that Hawkeye has that ability. I almost completely forgot about that, if I'm being honest. Okay, let's build. Okay. I guess I have to use Wanda's abilities here to drill. Yeah, let's just try and get through here. Okay, there we go. Wow, that's a lot of studs. Man, I'm only in the second segment of the level and I already have over 50,000 studs. Yeah, that kind of feels weird to me. You know, for obvious reasons. Considering by this point in most LEGO games, you wouldn't even have 10,000, let alone over 50,000. You know? Alright, either way, let's just try and keep moving. Since that's the main thing I know I gotta do. Alright. Let's just try and see what I can do here. Because I know I gotta build to some degree. Wait. Huh? Okay, let's just see what I can do to build. Hopefully this... Okay, that gave me something useful. I just don't know what exactly. It's probably something for Pietro, if I had to take a guess. Alright, let's see what this can do for me. Oh, it's just another spray paint can or whatever for a mini kit. Alright, let's see what this can do for me. Wait. Hold on, I think I have to carry this thing up here. Yeah, here we go. Now I'm gonna need... Never mind, I don't even need Hawkeye, because, you know, the lasso is already up here. Honestly... Wait, I'm already up to 70,000 studs. That feels so insane to me. I mean, come on, within the span of, what, 2 or 3 minutes, I went from a little over 50,000 to over 70,000. That feels so insane to me with how common studs are in this game. Now I'm almost up to 80,000. Now I'm over 80,000 studs now. That is insanity. Like, how many studs are even possible in this level? You know? Like, I have no clue, how many studs you could possibly achieve in just this one level alone. It's probably at least upwards of 200,000 if I had to take a guess. Okay, let's just see what I can do. Okay, I'm gonna have to break this fridge. Because I almost forgot that Hawkeye has the ability to melt gold blocks. I almost forgot that. But he doesn't have the arrow to melt them in intricate pathways, so he only has the ability to just flat out melt them in general. Wow, I got over 100,000 studs. Yeah, there's a lot of studs in this level. That's just pure insanity, if you ask me. Within the span of, I want to say at most 5 minutes, I went from 50,000, like a little over 50,000, to over 100,000. Yeah, that is genuine insanity, if you ask me. Like, I don't know if that... Like, what need could I possibly have with 100,000 studs whenever I have over 1 million? Like, studs are so common in this game. And I don't mean just me. Kidding. Alright, let's just see what I can do. Alright. 25 Ultron bots. That's gonna take forever to get through. Like, genuinely. Well, at least I can actually decently deal with them because they're not that hard to beat. For obvious reasons. Well, I have over 110,000 studs. Man, like, just imagine, like, how many studs I would possibly have if I had every character available to me. That I've obtained up to this point in the game. You know, like, Hulk, Captain America, whatever. Like, if I had access to replay, if I wanted to do that throughout these videos, like, just imagine how many studs I would have at that point. Man, I've only managed to defeat 10 Ultron bots. Jesus Christ, this is taking forever to beat them. Like, they're not that difficult to beat because it only takes like a few hits to take them out. But yeah, I wasn't expecting it to take this long. I was expecting it to take at least half the time that it, you know, at least did. Probably because I've focused too much on collecting studs. That's probably why I haven't beat them all yet. Yeah, either way, let's just try and see what I can do here. Alright, I'm pretty close to, you know, beating the game. I'm going to be trying to release the final video on this game today. So, yeah. Either way, let's just try and take out these last 2 Ultron bots. Alright. You know what? One thing I really hated about the MCU is that they how much Hank Pym has... like, how little importance Hank Pym has over the MCU. Like, he's by far one of the most pivotal Avengers characters, like, ever. Yet they delegated him to just Ant-Man's dad. And completely gave away his creation of Ultron to Tony. You know, And that's easily the biggest issue I have. You know,
Cap, you got incoming.
Incoming already came in.
Thor, well, were you napping?
but yeah, the biggest issue I have with how the MCU treats Hank Pym, honestly, has to be the fact that they, you know, for one, gave away many of his beats to other characters. On top of the fact, you know, that, you know, like, he was one of the founding members of the Avengers. Like, genuinely he was. So the fact that he wasn't even a part of the original lineup just feels kind of like a disgrace to the character, if you ask me. You know, alright, let's just try and see what I can do. Alright, let's just try and see what I can get done. Because honestly, I just gotta finish up this level. I want to at least beat this game today. Alright. Let's just try and see what I can do. Wait, I forgot that, you know, Cap can put out fires with his shield. I almost completely forgot he could do that. Yeah, that's... I wish that there was, like, more of that kind of ability feature throughout this game, but it's so outright useless that it's kind of easy to forget that he can do that, considering it, like, how few levels, you know, the shield ability is with putting out fires. Like, I genuinely think that's the biggest issue with the entire ability in general, is how lackluster it is in usage. You know, considering how important of an obvious skill it is for what it is. You know, considering, like, the ability to put out fires in any LEGO game is by far one of the most useful abilities ever. Sure, there's more important abilities like strength or speed or whatever. Sure, those are more important, but in comparison to being able to put out fires in such, like, heavy fire-focused games, yeah, you can probably see where I'm coming from. You know, not too many characters can actually put out fires, mind you. I'm sure there are a few characters that can do it. You know, like if they have the ability to, like any sort of ice or cold-based powered ice, then they would be able to put out fires. But other than that, not too many other characters have, you know, the ability to put out fires. So, and mind you, even with the, you know, frost-based abilities, even then, that was a pretty rare skill to have for LEGO characters. Even then. So having a character that has no frost-based abilities, yet is still able to put out fires, yeah, that's really rare, you know? Alright, let's just try and see what I can do. Alright. Yeah, I might not want to wait for the, you know, cement to harden for obvious reasons. Considering that would only be a hindrance. Alright. You know, like, waiting for the cement to harden, that would only be a hindrance for obvious reasons. Considering, you know, like, the city needs saving now. So it would be stupid to wait, you know? Alright, let's see what I can do with Cap. Alright, let's see what I can do here. Okay, I need to get Thor over here. Alright. Wait, what's going on? Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Let's just try and see what I can do here. Yeah, let's just try and see what I can do to get rid of these Ultron bots. Okay, I don't know what to do. Yeah, let's just try and get rid of some of these Ultron bots. I know that I have to do something here with that weird Avengers logo thing. I know I have to do something. I just don't know what specifically. You know, alright, I know that I have to have a scan ability, but neither Thor or Cap has that. But yeah, either way, let's just see what I can find out here. Alright, seems like this lights up whenever I get a character in range. Alright, let's just see what I can do. Alright, let's just try and see what I can get done here. Wait. I don't know what I need to do here. You know, 'cause I know I have to do something. Alright, let's just get Cap over to that scan area, because he might have one of those. Never mind, he doesn't. Alright, I don't know what to do here, if I'm being honest. Alright, you know what, I'm gonna have to look it up, if I can't figure it out, which, judging by all of this, I most likely can't. Alright. Let's just try and take out all of these Ultron bots here. Hopefully there's at least none left after these remaining ones. Alright, you know what, I'm gonna have to look it up. Alright, it says that I have to get both of them in range. Alright, let's just try and see what I can do here. Yeah, let's just try and hopefully be able to do whatever I need to here. Okay. Yeah, hopefully I can at least finish up this area. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what else to do. It's, like, not working for me. Like, that thing should be filling up all the way, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Alright, let's just try and see what I can do here. Okay, let's just try and see what I can do here. Alright, let's just try and, you know, finish up the segment. Yeah, honestly, I think I gotta get Thor a little bit closer. There we go. Okay, now I can actually move on with the level. Alright, thank God I finally was able to finish this up. You know, okay. Alright. Let's just do whatever I need to here. There we go. Now the civilians are safe. Oh my God. That took so much out of me.
Cap, these people are going nowhere. Stark finds a way to blow this rock.
I'm not leaving this rock with one civilian on it.
I didn't say we should leave. Where else am I gonna get a view like this?
Glad you like the view, Romanoff. It's about to get better. Pulled her out of mothballs with a couple of old friends. She's dusty, but she'll do.
Alright, well, at least I was able to actually finish up this level, and relatively quickly, too. Oh man, I wasn't expecting to actually finish up the level there for a second. Either way, let's just watch this cutscene already.
Altitude is 18,000 and climbing. Lifeboats secure to deploy. Disengage in 3, 2, take them out.
This is S.H.I.E.L.D.?
This is what S.H.I.E.L.D's supposed to be.
This is not so bad.
Let's load them up.
Alright. You know what? That's gonna be the end of today's video. I'm gonna continue the final video from right here. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.